And I want to just thank this dude here. He's absolutely amazing. And for many years as an artist, when you're not connected in the internet and you're not connected with mainstream, you lose hope that people don't care about your work and your talent and your creations. And man, we have lived on studio floors. We've traveled everywhere that you can imagine performing. He's played for the Queen of England. And to think that he went 30 years without getting a royalty check, and it wasn't until we were able to get on the internet and really mass put this out, get on eBay and see that the music was being sold all over the place. So we're like, man, we've got facts, we've got documented proof that you could see that we are not getting paid for what we do, And it's like, man, me and my family, we are so adamant about making sure that not only him but other artists just get fair treatment. It's like we don't need millions. We just want to live comfortably. We don't want to live off government handouts. We want to be able to be treated fairly for the hard work that this man's done. Touring year after year after year. They recorded 17 albums, and Columbia and Sony and Volt and Rhino and ABC and every single record company, Fantasy they were on, they were only paid for 7 of their 17 albums. Several albums they would produce and put out, and they'd be like, oh, well, this is paying off for the last one that you guys did. And they would tell them that they would never release it, but then they would shoot that record to a subsidiary in Japan or in Germany that was a completely different company and call it some, slightly different name, and sure enough, that album's being sold and we're not getting a penny for it. His royalty checks, this last statement, were supposed to be over $20,000 and we've got a little under $700, So it's like, it's still horribly wrong, and it's great that people are bringing attention to it because that's the first step to making a change, And the man right here.
Hello. To add to what my son has said, and all these years that I only wanted to do right and good and make people happy has cost me dearly. And thanks to this young man here, I am now in the process of making it all over again. Lester's time has come again. And I want to thank you in advance for your support. And I know that it's not you that has done what's been done to me. It's the industry that don't care. Years ago, my brothers and I, our first big thing was Newport Folk Festival. And we played there, and we weren't supposed to use electric instruments, but we saw this crowd of 79,000 people. And we thought, how are they going to hear acoustic guitars? So we made a change. We brought.
Mind you, this is when Bob Dylan switched to electric, the same festival.
Same festival, same year. And he was told, Bob, go get your real guitar. At which point, all of the artists that was on the show walked up behind him. We put our hands together in support of him, and we made that change from acoustic to electric. Then we went to New York, and we recorded an album with Bob Dylan, which was never released because of differences. And we never got paid for that. All these years, yet I'm still waiting to be paid for that. So Columbia had already began their years of not paying us right then, and they said to themselves, we thought, it don't matter to them, it don't matter to us. It mattered to us, but we weren't going to go preaching the streets to people that we hadn't got paid because we wanted things to happen good for us.
And back then, if you preached about not getting paid, people thought that you blew your money on alcohol or you were a drug addict. Like, oh, how could you not get paid? You got to be a millionaire from that. You must have just blew it on dope. When in all reality, I remember one time I was a little kid. I gotta say this. We went to a Sony Columbia bigwig executive party, And we were so poor, we were living on church handouts. I mean, we were eating from the church leftovers the next day for dinner and breakfast. And we had to borrow money from family members to buy nice outfits to go to this bigwig event. We're like 5, 6 years old. This drunk executive son comes up to dad. Man, I gotta tell you, we are millionaires because of what we've taken from you. And he's going off about the boat that he has and the Lamborghinis and the mansions that he has. You don't even understand. We're still getting paid off of that record. And we're just standing there looking at him, like biting our tongue, like wanting to just rip his face. My mom, she's crazy. She would have, I mean, that woman's a vulture, and she gets it. She's got like boxes of all this information. And she just looks at this dude and just had to like walk away in like anger, shaking, because she's just like, oh my God, this dude has the audacity to come to us and tell us that. Still the case for years, up until like 10, so maybe not even that long ago, 8, 9 years ago, we'd call them up and we'd get all the way up to like the head executive, the head supervisor of their chapter that's handling the royalties, and they go, huh, get a lawyer, hang up the phone. And then you call up a lawyer and you're like telling him this story and factual information and he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't do anything for you because that's going to take 20 years of my life and you guys have no money to pay me. Sorry. Boom. It's like that was the vicious cycle that we were on. And when the 99% thing came out, we're just like, man, screw it. Let's put that picture out.
Go for what we know.
And not even 8 hours later when I woke, because I'm on the internet and Facebook, and anybody who knows me, I don't turn that off. Got to as a musician. I wake up like 6 hours later to look at the photo, and it's already gone viral. There's like 200 shares. There's like 2,000 likes. It's like, holy but Jesus, that many people care? Yes.
Yes.
Finally, from the internet, people that you think aren't caring and aren't sharing, have a voice that remember that. They're like, oh my God. I mean, and then the content of the conversations between people, how deep some people were getting, paragraphs and then, what can I do to help? How can I? And the first thing that I would say is, man, just continue to spread the word and make it aware that this is still going on to artists. I remember 10, 15 years ago when we were living at Grandma's house, one of the members of Steppenwolf committed suicide because Magic Carpet Ride was being used in a big Toyota or Ford commercial or something like that, and he was sleeping on Grandma's couch. He was so poor, he had no money. He went outside later, like that day, blew his brains out, and that was like one of the biggest shocks in the world to us. It was like close family friend. We're sitting there flipping through channels, and it's like every third channel is Steppenwolf. We don't know what we can find. Why don't you join with me, little girl, on a magic? And it's like just drove him crazy. Went outside, killed himself. That kind of thing happens on a regular basis to artists, and people just it's one of the most corrupt industries, and people just don't care or don't think that like, oh, they're doing well, or they're dope addicts.
Well,
Those
they think we're not paying attention, and honestly, we are paying attention, but the deal is, they're not paying attention because they got a one-way street they drive on. They go down that street every day, all day, and all they bring in is new artists. Young artists is what we're interested in today. I do not want to see young artists that provide entertainment for the world, for the people, to live like I've had to live. I'm a 3-time cancer survivor, as you can hear me breathing. I have a bad case of asthma from having cancer.
And performing for so
long. My lungs are just wore out, but I still...
Nah, you still rock and roll, baby.
But I still have to do this to survive. Like you said, 600 and... How could you possibly...
$689.
And I got people calling me from every state in the union telling me, I just saw your commercial. It's running. You guys are getting rich. I think so, but we're getting rich, but we're not getting the rich. Everybody's getting paid, but the Chambers Brothers. And there are several groups in the same condition that I am in from not getting paid. And I'd like to thank whoever and however that...
David here, my man.
David.
My pleasure. I'm so glad you could come.
I'm glad to be here.
You know, I saw you, you didn't see me, but I saw you in Seattle in, I think it was 67 or 68 or something. Yeah, you didn't see me out there. I was there.
With the Tell Us the Truth, right?
No, 68. That was in the
Oh,
2000.
68.
I believe that was just the Chambers Brothers.
All right.
All night long
Right here
in
No, in
Seattle.
in Seattle.
In
Played so
Seattle.
many places you can't
I
remember
can't
everywhere you played.
remember.
Anyway,
Let's do some rock and roll.
let's show them what you can do, man.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, David.
my pleasure. Thank you. All right. Yeah. The same people that
Greatness, baby.
kept Lester poor brought us Sopa and Pippa. Just don't forget that. So, they still got it. Let's hear.
Anyway, here we are. Once again, I'd like to say that maybe some of you remember the tour that we did almost 20 years ago, Tell Us the Truth. It was about stopping the kind of things that are happening to us now. It was about Clear Channel and all that stuff. And believe me, it's giving me the blues every day. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. When you see me worrying, oh, it's you I hate to lose. Let me tell you, nobody love me, and nobody cares. Nobody loves me, and nobody cares. You talk about hard luck and trouble. Ooh, I got my share. All right. Listen, this is what I'll do. I'm gonna pack my bags and move out of town. Ooh, yes, I'll pack up my bags and move out of town. Oh, yeah. There ain't nobody worried, and nobody wants me hanging around. Listen, everybody say every day.
Well, every day.
Every day.
Well, every day.
Every day.
Well, every day. Well, every day. Well, every day. Well, I have the blues. Every day.
Talk about hard
every
luck
day.
and trouble.
Well, every
Oh,
day.
it's you I hate to. You got me running.
You got me hiding. You got me run, hide, run any way you want me, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. Say it again, baby.
I'm going up,
Going up,
going down.
I'm going down.
I'm going up,
down, down, up any way you want me, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got me doing what you want me, baby. What you want me to do.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, you clap, it's all right.
pack my bags, move
Yeah, baby.
down the line. Yes, I'll pack up my bags and move down the line. There ain't nobody worrying, oh, ain't nobody crying.
What you say, baby?
So I'm tore up,
Yeah, 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 I'm tore up. Ooh, I'm tore up. Yeah, 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 I'm tore up. Well, I'm tore up over you. I can't find my way. Yeah,
tore up.
yeah, babe. Yeah, 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 I'm tore up. Ooh, I'm tore up. Yeah, 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 I'm tore up.
I'm tore up over you, and I can't find my way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play some hard
tore up. Yeah, 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 I'm tore up. I'm tore up. Yeah, 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 I'm tore up.
I'm tore up over you.
I can't find my way.
Tore up over you.
I can't find my way. Yeah, baby.
Thank you so much.
Lester Chambers, everybody. Lester Chambers.
Thank you so much.
Can you dig it?
Several years ago. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Y'all ready to get ready?
So many years ago, there was a man, Curtis Mayfield, and he wrote a most beautiful song. People get ready, there's a train a-coming. He's not with us anymore. The late, great Mr. Curtis Mayfield has gone to rest, and he's in heaven. I'll meet him up there, I'm sure. But I'm sure if he would write this song today, he would say, people get ready, there's a change a-coming. And I'm gonna tell you that change has come for you, Mr. Curtis. It's called the internet.
Oh, yeah.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage,
You just get on board.
all you need is faith. You can hear Jesus coming. You don't need no ticket.
You just
Thank
thank
the
the
Lord.
Lord.
We all say,
Oh, yeah.
people for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. And faith is the key. You open the doors and boredom, 'cause there's room for all. Among the love the most, we say again. Ooh, sing along. Ooh, in any
come
key
on
you
now.
like.
Ooh,
Listen, there ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind to
save his own, believe me now.
and have pity on those chances grow thinner. 'Cause there's no hiding place in the kingdom's throne. We say again.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Don't this feel good? Oh. Woo. People get ready. There's a train a coming. You don't need no baggage.
You just
Get on board. And all you need is faith. You can hear the Jesus coming. You don't need no ticket.
You just thank
The
the
Lord.
Lord.
People get ready. The trains are coming. Picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key. You open the doors and boredom. There's room for all. I'm gonna love the most. Thank you.
Let's give it up for these guys back here, man. Absolutely amazing. Lester Chambers, y'all. Lester Chambers. Woo. Thank you all very much.
That's been happening in the comments. There's been a fundraiser going on sort of spontaneously for the charity Sweet Relief in y'all's names. Do we have a total on what's been donated? Yeah. About $1,000? All right, well, so what I love about this is this embodies, like I said, that humanity that the internet helps facilitate, right? A bunch of people not asking, not waiting, just doing, right? Just connecting. So we know how much has been raised? Is it 1,000? All right, I'm gonna personally match that. So in the next, I could regret saying this. But in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever y'all do, I'll match. Oh God. Up to a certain, I don't know. Well, But no, seriously, because that, like I said, at the core, we lionize a lot of the platforms and a lot of the technology, and that's great. That's what gives us the freedom to connect. But what is ultimately making the difference here is people connecting with other people, and it's an honor to have been a small part of this. And we all just made a moment. So thank you for doing that, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God bless you.
All right.
Freedom to connect, folks.
Freedom to connect.